But now you start to see, yes, the people never happy. It's never enough.
And we'll be back on the estate tomorrow night when Karen finds out if Sharon's half-sister is also Barry's long-lost brother, and Harry comes face to face with the devastating loss of his hairline. That's The Estate tomorrow at 8:30. But before we go live to Eamon and the gang, there's just time to look forward to what's coming up later tonight on Channel 1. At 9:30, we have an in-depth documentary about the downfall of Jacob Hamilton Mann, which forced this year's early election. That's The Night Visitor at 9:30, poorly narrated by Patrick Bannon. At 10:30, Adrian Atkinson Blimey is here for a special episode of Incisors, where he sinks his teeth into the current cost of living crisis by interviewing a multi-millionaire, a nurse, and a bin man to see who is suffering the worst. Here's a clue: it's not the millionaire. At 11:30, fasten your seatbelts as it's time for Wayne de Spirit Whistle to lead another terrifying exploration in light and spooky.
Eric. Eric.
They'll be asking
this fucking thing is useless. I mean, what is the point in giving me a handset that doesn't even work? Jeez, do you know what this is? It's a bad sign. I mean, I'm not one for omens, but this is a bad omen. I mean, Jesus, the fucking...
But now, here on Channel 1, it's time for something far more...
Wasn't on. Lucky, could have been Carnage.
Yeah, sorry, Eric, technical problem. Yeah, standing by. Standing by.
Good evening, I'm Eamon Titley. Behind me is a true TV legend, now running for Prime Minister, everyone's handiest man, Peter Clement. Now, Peter thinks he's been brought here tonight to film a special reunion episode of Just the Job. But as always, viewers, you know better.
10 seconds, places.
It's time. Let's start the show.
In 5, 4, 3.
When you're feeling shaky, but there's no one there to play, I got just the job. When your doors are squeaky, but your hubby's gone away, I got just the job. Mrs. in pickup, I got lubricants galore. I'll get you where you want to go, maybe someplace more. So why don't we get started right here on the pantry floor? 'Cause it's just the job.
Thanks, girls. Cracking stuff. Good evening, friends. And yes, it's true, and I can hardly really believe it myself. We are back for this special one-off reunion episode of Just the Job. And to be clear, it is the show that you remember, with the good old sidekick, little Jimmy Chisel, some top tips on how to improve your DIY, and of course, some special surprise guests from Just the Job's illustrious past. And I know what you're thinking. There's an election coming on, but there'll be no politics tonight. Not on this show. And that is a Peter Clement promise. So let's kick things off tonight with a little askance look at the mighty Bevel, because you would be surprised.
Hold it right there, please.
What's going on?
Yeah, it certainly is me.
You naughty fuckers! Sorry.
Peter.
Frank, did you know about... Look at that face. You fucking didn't you? Fuckers, a lot of you!
Peter, you thought you were here tonight to record a special reunion episode of Just the Job.
I can't believe it.
But tonight, Peter Clement, these are the bits of your life. Come on, man, let's get you to the studio.
Fucking you! I can't bloody do those bloody dances you're about all the way along. Eamon.
This way, Peter. Mind your step there now.
Bloody no. I can't believe it. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of your show.
Right, I'm back. Oh, it's colder than an upstairs out here.
I know, mate.
Apparently the call machine up there is somehow set to manual tonight. If you just leave it alone, it'll hopefully call the guests in the right order. But please leave it alone. The last time the guest came out in the wrong order, they even had an episode, and the show ran half the length. A lot of complaints about that. Oh, there's Eamon. Gotta go. Remember, don't give Eamon an episode. Bye.
Now, whatever makes you think I would do something like that?
Eamon, how long have you been Eamon? Eamon?
Peter Gordon Clement. You were born October 10th, 1923, in the northern town of Rotherham, to Fanny and Martin Clement.
And I, at that time, was barely a twinkle in the milkman's eye.
No, that's not right. That's Dorothy Hammerman. No. Stop the music. Stop the music. That was me working out what had gone wrong with the script already. Eric.
I'll just come on, though, shall I?
Eric. Ladies and gentlemen, Dorothy Hammerman.
Eamon, sweetie! Having a few scheduling issues.
It would appear so, Mrs. Hammerman.
Soldier on, though, eh?
Mrs. Hammerman.
Soldier on, though, eh?
Mwah, mwah.
Oh, shall we?
Here's one finger for the north, two fingers to the south, and we can all apologise tomorrow.
Another drink to go on the list.
Lovely to have you with us, Mrs. Hammerman. So tell us, what was life like for Peter growing up in the Clement house?
I've no idea. I've no idea.
Excellent.
Ask me something else?
I have to stick to the script.
Says who? I mean, Eric. You can just ignore him, darling. He won't mind.
If I don't stick to the script, it'll be carnage.
Oh, the most memorable scripts. Ah, darling, can I give you a bit of advice that I told Petey a few years ago now?
Oh, I'm sure we'd all love to hear some Dorothy Hammerman wisdom.
Off you go, sweetie.
Oh, no, I have a very low tolerance.
Trust me, it'll help. It's nothing too drastic.
Oh, lovely. What was in that then?
Peter, let's put your palate to the test.
Let's tally another drink.
You were going to give us some of your wisdom.
I just did, darling.
Dorothy Hammerman, everyone!
Oh, I don't think he even opened his mouth.
Nobody's ever had that problem with you, Dottie.
You horrible man. Enjoy the show. Mwah, mwah. I'll see you for the finale.
You will.
In 1938, you were a 15-year-old at Rotherham Elementary, but already you had quite the reputation as a ladies' man. Who's this?
Chew me up.
Well,
It's little Jimmy Chisel, obviously.
it's your childhood sweetheart, Chelsea Bonds.
It most certainly is not.
Okay, well, is that a cup of tea? Yeah, it's little Jimmy Chisel.
Been a while? It has that. Is that for me?
Thought you might need a coffee after that last guest.
I can only drink a cheeky little blighter.
Oh, whatever you say, boss.
Although I do like coffee.
Jimmy, let me ask you this. What do you think we could see in Peter way back then that could have predicted his path to household name?
Wait a minute, you cheeky little bastard!
Oh, did I not say? It's got a little kick to it. You know what I mean, Eamon?
I don't really.
Oh, relax, mate. There's no need to pretend to have a drink with me.
Don't know what you mean.
Actually, that's quite nice.
Don't know what you mean.
Bit nostalgic. Brings tears to me eyes.
You see, Pete was always pulling booze-related pranks on the set of Just the Job.
He's lucky nobody lost a finger.
Or a foot.
What's that now?
Little Jimmy Chisel, everybody.
Thanks for the coffee.
Oh, you won't be saying that when the acid kicks in.
What's that mean?
Only joking.
Now, before we bring our next guest on, let's take a look at a classic clip from Just the Job. Peter, it's on that monitor there if you'd like to take a look.
Oh, I still remember it.
And that's about 2 minutes.
Right, I will go and take a look at that, man. I can't see a thing without my glasses.
How insensitive is that? I took Peter to one side while Jimmy did his solo spot Jim's things. I didn't want Peter to hear it from anyone else. Anyway, what happened next is history.
Well, let me tell
Everything okay?
Is this some sort of fucking joke, Eric? Why would I want to be reminded of that?
I don't choose the plane. It's some bloke called Dave in the...
Oh, that's made him angry.
Dave in the broadcast room.
That's me.
Right. I remember that.
Can we reset, please?
Shit. I'm going to have to leave the... This is one where they get cancelled. We can skip it by pressing the add button again.
Not really, LJ.
What's the matter? You look like you walked in on your parents.
Leave it, mate. Leave it. We just had a fax from the higher-ups. Those who know better. I thought I might read it out for the viewers at home.
What's going on?
Well, I know what you're thinking. A fax? How modern! Well, to whom it may concern, latest viewer feedback from test audience. Show and host feel tired and past their prime. Show and host, fuck's sake. Sidekick looks like he'd rather be somewhere else most of the time.
Fair point.
Bringing Frank on camera regularly has not improved engagement. The audience say, yeah, Frank.
Jesus, Peter, my mum watches this.
The guests are mostly unknown to the audience. Then don't cut our fucking budget. You paid peanuts, you get these fucking monkeys.
I'm doing my best.
Look, it's not your fault, Gnashing Norman, but to be fair, you're a one and done act.
I've got range.
Have you?
No, not really.
New segments seem desperate.
Should we really be reading this out?
Well, of course they're desperate. We've been doing this show since you prosperous assholes were just a bulge in your pool boy's trousers.
PC, think it through, mate.
Under the circumstances, the prudent option seems to be curtail the current season to a contractually obligated conclusion in 3 weeks' time.
Frank?
Sorry, Jimmy. It's true, mate.
3 more shows?
Yeah.
And then we're done?
Yep.
How am I going to pay my bills?
Dunno, mate.
No. I am not standing for this. You listen to me, you TV moguls. We're not standing for this. There are supposed to be another 15 shows in this season. 15! You want 3?
2 guests down, haven't asked the question.
That's not even enough time to
remember
finish
legendary episodes of Just the Job when he was clearly out of control?
No, Eric, this is a family show. We're not having any of that.
Well, if you want them to be playing us in shows like Best of the 80s long after we're dead, sometimes it's just best to let it run.
No, the show is called Bits of Your Life.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not getting tight with Eamon Pistley.
That would make a good show. Okay, going in 5, 4, 3.
We were off the lot that Friday.
Fantastic memories there from one of the nation's most beloved TV shows. Now, Just the Job had 2 successful runs, of course, from 58 to 64 and again from 1972 to 1976. And through many of those shows, there was always one man by your side. But he's already been on. So, who's there? And do you have any alcohol on you?
Julius Salisbury, and not that I'm aware of.
Okay, good. Julia Assembly, everybody.
You okay?
Don't worry, I can handle it, Pet.
Okay. We don't want another repeat of Huntledon, do we?
Well, you're certainly in a position to give us a unique insight on this bit of Peter's life. What are the differences, would you say, between the on-screen...
Sorry, Amy, that'll be Dottie's fucking fault.
What are the differences, would you say?
Jesus! Oh, shouldn't put my scratch.
Let me get a glass of water, Eric.
Right now. Yeah, don't worry.
Doesn't matter. We're back drinking.
Yep, that's it. I think we can safely say we've got him drunk.
Good for you. Julia Gooseberry, everybody.
Are you not going to ask me a question?
What's the point? Come on, Becca. So, now we're going to have a look at some archive footage. Oh, shite, I've sent her off too early. Eric, on it. So, we're going to show you some archive footage, which hopefully shows something relevant.
There it is, the perfect dovetail joint. Won't be proud to see that on the cabinet, eh? But now it's time to check in with little Jimmy Chisel and see how he's getting on. Jimmy?
I'm coming.
Jesus, Jimmy.
Shit, sorry, Frank.
You all right there, LJ?
Christ, what was in that coffee?
Ooh, looks like little Jimmy Chisel's been at the bottle, ladies and gents. So now it's time for another episode of our occasional series, Things Not to Do When You're Drunk.
Things not to do when you're drunk. What do you need, boss?
Jimmy. Jimmy. Tell us, my handy friend, on the Just the Job scale, how slosh do you think you are?
Well, boss, I'd say I'm somewhere between a few pints at lunchtime and don't operate a domestic animal.
It's quite a wide band. Care to narrow it down?
Well, if I have to, I'd say I'm near. Ask a drinking buddy if you seem safe to drive.
Excellent.
Don't understand it. It tasted like coffee.
Ethyl alcohol, LJ, the best friend of the practical joker. It was Frank's idea. He got some for cleaning up the mess from his sores, didn't you, Frank?
Hey, that was private.
Sorry, mate. Right, Jimmy. Today's things not to do when you're drunk involve these. Wood carving is a tradition that dates back thousands of years. It's in our blood. Well, not LJ's blood, he's about 85% booze at the moment, but for the rest of us, wood carving can be as simple as making a mortise and tenon joint, or as complex as something like this. So, Jimmy, that's the challenge. You have until the end of the show to turn this into this.
Taking the piss.
Language, mate. Off you go. Now, the earliest wood carvings were such things as wooden spears from the Middle Paleolithic era, or the fish hooks and pipe stems of ancient nomadic tribes. Wood carving has always been both utilitarian and decorative. You okay there, LJ? Now that looks like something you shouldn't do when you're drunk. LJ?
Certainly is, boss. If I wasn't hammered, I reckon this would probably hurt. A lot.
Yes, it sure does look nasty. Play the jingle.
So great to see you've lost none of the old spark. Rejoining us is Julia Grimble-Bimble.
Not even close.
Nice to see you getting into the spirit of the evening, if you'll pardon the pun.
Well, mine's not really a spirit, so the pun doesn't really work.
See, this is what happens when you tear up the script.
No. There was a little table over there where we're supposed to gather for the finale. Oh, I got you one of these.
Don't mind if I do.
What about Huntleton?
Is that show business for you? Infectious.
Yep, bottoms up.
Did you ever even watch any of those early episodes of Just the Job?
No, I'm sorry, I was a bit too young.
So it was absolutely pointless bringing you back here.
Seems so.
Great. June Thingamy, everybody!
What a strange show.
That's very popular. We could use their numbers.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, there's a drink.
In 1941, long before Just the Job ever aired, you, like so many men of your generation, were conscripted into the army to go to the continent to fight. And it was there, on those very battlefields, that the strangest of friendships was born.
Right, well, it says on this card here, 10 words about Peter Clement. So, handsome, obviously, kind eyes, so that's 3, honourable, Cheeky like a monkey. So what's that then? Is that 10? I think that's 10, yeah.
Who's that?
I've had a few, I haven't got a clue.
Who's that? Right, whoever you are, come on in!
You can handle me, you old devil.
Hey, steady on, you'll get me into trouble with the missus.
Right, let's all take a seat then.
All righty, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute, that's a nice name, isn't it?
So what's it like being friends with Peter Clement?
Oh, I haven't got a clue, love. I mean, we were a lot more than just bloody friends, weren't we,
Yeah, that we were, darling.
I've got that many memories of you and me under the stairs.
Yeah, we certainly made the scenery rock, I'll give you that.
Now, steady on, no family show.
Oh, well, then you shouldn't have got me on, should you?
Yeah, she and her sister are always getting us in trouble. How is Jan? How is Jan?
What was that? What was that? Can I go home now, please?
Sure, yeah, just a moment. What's her name?
I've got this. Ladies and gentlemen, Victoria Sandwich.
Oh, time to pick the next guest.
Shit. Oh, come back, girls. I've had a few, and it's been 30 years, love. It's been 30 years, love.
Well, it wasn't
And he's having a drink.
that brought you to the nation's heart. Starting in 1977.
Actually, I feel really bad about that, actually.
Actually, you'll be fine. Starting in 1970.
No, actually, I'll be back in a sec.
But where are you?
I'll be back in a sec.
Right, okay. Right, okay. Let's have a look at some Petey. Let's have a look.
And that's about 2 minutes.
He's gone, Eric.
What's that?
2/3 of the way through the show, we've lost the main guest.
Oh, he'll be back. He's an old pro.
He's an old drunk.
Oh, Till's come back, love. Stop crying.
You see, he's out there somewhere.
Yeah. He's blotto.
Nah, he's tipsy at best. Peter.
With the door shut, you could hear the swear words.
Has anyone seen Peter?
Peter and Dorothy,
Right.
had a very direct relationship. Some of the crew said they had learned so many swear words they'd actually seen it as a bonus. Anyway, after 10 minutes of effing and blinding, Peter storms out, he slams the door, and Tim Hill, he was on the show that very night.
Our next guest, or should I say guests, are sure to be a bit of a handful. Expect the unexpected. From Tim Hill and Polly.
Oh, she's a bit protective.
Yeah, no problem. Grab a chair. Oh, sorry, I don't know what's happened. There's normally a table here.
Oh, don't worry about that. She likes it up close and personal.
I bet she does.
What's wrong, Paul? She says you should apologise for casting aspersions on her character.
Oh, right you are. Sorry, Polly.
She says you should apologise with a kiss. Steady on, Paul.
Careful, you little thing, you'll get me into trouble with Mrs. C.
She says she's not afraid of Mrs. C. I can't say that. But I can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
She says she's got nicer legs than Mrs. C and Anita.
Watch yourself, pal.
I told you we wouldn't like it.
Mrs. C is a very private person. I would thank you both to leave her out of this.
Got that, Paul?
Quiet, you lot.
She really is very sorry. She just wants to be loved.
Oh, for pity's sake.
Okay, we've got him back.
That's right.
deep joy.
Oh, but you were right.
Was I?
He really is pissed, isn't he? 8 sheets to the wind.
It's 3 sheets.
Not helpful.
Maybe we should just bail. It's starting to feel like there's an episode coming on.
Do you know what? I couldn't agree with you more. I'm joking. Take a pill.
Left them at home. So you think we should bail?
No, I don't.
No, it's interesting that you should think that too.
I definitely, absolutely do not. The only issue is our guest of honour is 8 sheets into the wind.
It's 3 sheets.
3 sheets, fuck.
I told you this was going to be fucking carnage. Well, I'm not having anything more to do with it.
Are you okay?
Go over there. Count me in. We'll see what happens next. I'm going to have me a little think.
Obviously, we've had to drop the signal there, so viewers never got to see what happened next. But I can officially reveal, and this is an exclusive, that Tim Hill got a black eye and refused to work with...
Are you all right, Eamon?
Peter got an official reprimand
seconds.
from Postman and the higher-ups.
Eamon?
And in his usual
Going in
just totally
5,
ignored it.
4, 3.
And Polly, she got her head ripped off.
Eamon, we're live.
Okay, shouldn't have called that guest. I'll make a note.
Eamon!
Eamon, you daft twat!
Daft twat, yes, that's me. Here we go now, sorry about that, yes. Well, unforgettable stuff there. Well, you took all the credit. While you...
Are you having a stroke, pal?
Come on, Eamon. You're a stoat in the undergrowth. You're a stoat in the undergrowth.
What's the matter, mate?
Nothing's the matter. I'm a snowflake in the winter. I'm a fold in the napkin.
Have a sip of this, mate.
What's that? No, I don't really drink.
Well, that's probably the problem. Just a little sip. There you go. Just a little sip. There you go. How's that?
Actually, that was actually quite nice.
So what is the problem, mate?
Well, we're off script, you're drunk, and the show's gone off the rails.
Well,
so, I think we need to bail.
You're the boss, so how do you want it to end?
We get the guests out, we sing the tune, everybody's happy.
Well, we'll do that then now, shall we?
There's still a lot of airtime.
Ah, don't worry about it, Eric. I've seen worse disasters than this. Have you ever met Graham Bannon?
Not really. Why?
Doesn't matter.
Not really. Why?
Doesn't matter. Right, Eric, get the guests out. Get them mic'd up, right. Get the guests out. Who's in charge here of you chaps? Right, we're
Time to pick the next guest, mate.
break in the middle to an F sharp B and E thing with a passing C sharp D and E for a triple on the build-up and then back in and around again. All right? Excellent. Eric, how's it going?
I think we're about ready here.
Cracking. Come on then, Eamon. Eamon. Come on then, Eamon. Come on. Come on. Hello again, everybody. Sorry about the mix-up, but I think we can still get things back on track. It's not the show that any of us expected, but to be honest, I think we could have gone on for a little bit longer.
If we'd stuck to the fucking script, Dave!
Yeah, but in the end, the show is like a family.
You're all right, Eamon.
You can gnash and wail as much as you want, but in the end, you just got to slap a smile on, come together and save it. And what brings people more together than a good old sing-song? Take it away, chaps! Do you want to say goodnight?
No, you seem to have everything under control there.
Okay. Thanks for watching, and here we go. When it seems like everything's about to fall apart, I've got just a job. When you need a leader with a massive, great big arm, I've got just a job. Misses when the folks around you soon to lose the plot. I'll run around like chickens who have had their heads lopped off. I have a plan to take command and get us back on top. And it's just a job. And oh, when you're feeling low, missus, let me take you where you're crying out to go. That's the old dream of unexpected scenes, wondrous highs and night surprises, nothing in between. 'Cause
if a job's worth doing, then it's worth doing right. 'Cause 20 minutes fumbling won't even last an eye. Everybody! When you're feeling hopeless and you just can't work it out, I got just a job. When there's too much water for a little tiny sap, I got just a job. This is when your lights are clogged and all your walls are stained. I'll pop around your wallet out and root along your drains. But don't you mind, I'll only be gone when he comes back again. And that's just a job. And we're out.
I think that was probably bad. Was that bad?
The singing?
No, the show.
Well, it was sure, probably.
Oh, thank you so much. You really saved us there.
That's not my first rodeo, Eric. Let's see if we can't do the same for the country.
And finding that we have them. From inequality to indignity, advance have fair solutions.
What did he mean by that?
Courage
Is
to
he going into politics or something?
Even if we have
I'll
to
explain it
ruffle
on the
a
way
few
to your
gilded
therapist,
feathers
Damon.
along the way. We're not politicians. We're people from normal backgrounds. All right, well, we're not finished yet, but...
He's such a sweetie when he's on your...
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Donald. I'm in headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been.
Ventriloquist, even be asked to throw his own voice. But he was hugely popular with the viewers, loved in the country. One morning, I had Dorothy and Peter absolutely screaming at each other in their office. Even with the door shut, you could hear the swear words. Actually, it wasn't uncommon. Peter and Dorothy, Miss Hammerman, had a very direct relationship. Some of the crew said they had learned so many swear words they'd actually seen it as a bonus. Anyway, after 10 minutes of effing and blinding, Peter storms out, he slams the door, and Tim Hill, he was on the show that very night.
Our next guest, or should I say guests, are sure to be a bit of a handful. Expect the unexpected. From Tim Hill and Polly.
Oh, she's a bit protective.
Yeah, no problem. Grab a chair.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't know what's happened. There's normally a table here.
Oh, don't worry about that. She likes it up close and personal.
I bet she does.
What's wrong, Paul? She says you should apologise for casting aspersions on her character.
Oh, right you are. Sorry, Polly.
She says you should apologise with a kiss. Steady on, Paul.
Careful, you little thing, you'll get me into trouble with Mrs. C.
She says she's not afraid of Mrs. C. I can't say that. But I can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
She says she's got nicer legs than Mrs. C and I need to...
Watch yourself, pal.
I told you he wouldn't like it.
Mrs. C is a very private person. I would thank you both to leave her out of this.
Got that, Paul?
Quiet, you lot.
She really is very sorry. She just wants to be loved.
Oh, for pity's sake.
She likes that.
Yeah, I can see she does. Yeah. Take it easy there, Polly.
But it's not me, it's her. She must really like you.
Yeah. Watch it there, pal. Oh, hey, Dotty.
Just mark the cameras, darling.
Hey, yes, that's my... No, stop.
And we must have touched a nerve there.
That's not the only bloody thing you touched.
What's that, Paul?
It better be a bloody apology. You can't just go around touching people.
That.
What did she say?
I can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
She says, if that's your J. Johnny Johnson, she feels sorry for Mrs. C.
Right!
Obviously, we've had to drop the signal there, so viewers never got to see what happened next. But I can officially reveal, and this is an exclusive.
Eamon, he's on his way.
Tim Hill got a black eye.
Christ's sake, Eric.
It's
just unpredictable.
10 seconds, everybody.
Bloody ossified is what he is.
And the higher-ups.
Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3...
Polly.
Unforgettable stuff. But while you took all the credit, arguably, someone else did all the work, didn't they now? But that was Dorothy Hammerman. She's been on already.
Well, if you don't get the pants off, you'll never know whether it were balls or flaps, as they say at the disco.
What does that even mean?
It means play the ruddy music.
Oh, preacher! You heard the man. Play the ruddy music. Doesn't matter, I mean, he's not even here.
This way, pet.
Yes, towards the empty chairs.
Come on, Martin, this way.
Bloody fussing woman.
So you're Peter's parents, I assume?
Who's this twinkly wanker?
Sorry about him. He's had one too many cans backstage, haven't you, Martin?
Oh, shut up.
Haven't you, Martin? I'm Fanny Clement, and this is my husband, Martin. And yes, we are Peter's parents.
Lovely.
What did you call my wife?
What's that now?
She doesn't want to speak to you, you glittery prick.
Martin Abernathy Clement, you apologise right now.
Oh, I don't know for you two.
Right now.
Oh, I don't know for
Are we going to have a scene, Martin? Are we going to have a scene, Martin?
No.
Good.
No.
Good.
No.
Now, Mr. Titley, where's my son? Now, Mr. Titley.
That is a very good question, that.
Who are you calling a twat?
We seem to have temporarily mislaid him.
Well, you know what they say at the High Court, Mr. Titley.
I have no idea, Mrs. Clement, but I have a horrible feeling you're going to tell us.
You can't drown kittens without a sack.
Fucking kittens!
Charming. You really say that in High Court?
Well, if he's not here, we may as well go and get ready for the finale.
I mean, it doesn't sound very legal vernacular, you know what I mean?
Come on, Martin, we're going. Martin, wake up, love. We're done. Wake up, love. We're done. Sorry, Pet. He sleeps swears. It's very common round our way. I should probably leave him there. It's dangerous to wake him while he's cursing.
Honestly, at this point, I don't think it makes him blind at this point. Mr. and Mrs. Clement,
Wank bandit!
Anyone there? Anyone there? Hello?
Aim in tightly. Hello? You're like man in nuclear explosion, holding on to tiny penis for safety.
You've been talking to my therapist?
Bring me on, broken man.
Yeah, sure, why not? Who are you? Oh, you know, actually, it doesn't matter. Just play the music.
I met him backstage. I think maybe he lost.
I was lost, but now I am.
Yeah, fascinating. Do you want to go over to the sofas, or shall we do the last bit here?
Go to the sofas.
See, that's Eric. He wants us to do the interview over the sofas, where your old man is passed out and intermittently swearing.
Yeah, he does that. In glorious Erkistan, we say, men who swear in sleep likely have penis of wolf.
You have a lot of dicks in your turn of phrase, don't you, pal?
You're not first person to say this.
Yeah, shall we, let's go over to the sofas, shall we?
Let's go to the sofas. Let's go to the sofas. Na na na. Na na na. Come on, Amy, you suck up, Franny. Let's go to the sofas. Me, it's my dad.
A venerable Martin Clement, from whose noble balls you apologetically dribbled.
Fucking massive bollocks.
Can he hear us?
Well, medical science is not entirely... Medical science is not entirely...
Do you have anything you want to say about Peter?
I want to say about Peter. This is round.
You say this.
You can see what?
Say this.
Is your masturbation technique?
Ah, family show.
Cunt munchers.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Is vinegar stroke, yes?
Right, that's it.
Is vinegar
You.
stroke, yes?
Right, that's it. Go over there. You. Wait for the song. Go over there.
Ooh, you're in trouble.
Oh, I'm told off by walking decoration. I'll see you later, pal. I go find Chelsea Buns. Some of us bothered to learn her name.
Oh.
Tonight, if she play her cards right, she attempt Erkistani barrel sack. Very difficult sexual position. Very risky. If done right, unforgettable pleasure beyond words. If done wrong, then stop. A broken back man only good at scaring children. Yeah. Chelsea Buns. Where is my Chelsea Bottoms?
Mum fiddlers.
Oh, you're still here.
Don't face.
You're still here. Lovely. Let's see if we can get to the end. Viewers, we've got a bit of a treat coming up for you.
Naked twat snatchers.
No, it's not that. It's just a song, really. But let's have a look at the current Peter Clement.
Shame, we're all made of the same stuff, you see.
Yeah, not now.
Cosmic dust. Me, you, that camera. All of it is just consciousness and knowledge and experience. All of it. And all one enormous thought. Enormous thought.
Yeah, that's great. So last week... Yeah, that's great. So last week...
This is important. Are you listening? Are you listening?
Not really, if I'm honest.
Whose thought is it? Whose thought is it? Whose thought?
Let's go to the debate footage.
Can I get a drink of something up here? I'm bloody parched. Old cut and thrust getting a bit much for you. Would you like a chair? I'm younger than you, Mr. Hamilton, man. And yet, at first glance, one would be hard-pressed to spot that.
You know, I've been, up and down the country on the campaign trail, and a lot of young people have come up to me, and they're not all criminals, which, surprised me.
Are you sure you wouldn't like something stronger? I beg your pardon. I believe the ale in Hunterdon is bracing at this time of year.
Yeah, I like a drink, and I've never tried to hide it.
Hard to hide something that's been splashed across our screens these past 30 years. The evidence of your unsuitability for office writ large for all to behold.
Whereas yours were hidden all these years, weren't it?
My peccadillos have now, to the great embarrassment of my family, been much publicised by the tabloid newspapers.
To the great embarrassment of your family. Your family. Mate, you were going into graveyards at night, whacking off onto the graves of dead feminists. Peccadillos? You were lucky they didn't burn you in National Park.
I think the electorate of this country are sophisticated, Mr. Clement. I'm undergoing treatment for my eccentricities, and I think my record shows that I am, nonetheless, a safe pair of hands.
I've been, shaking hands up and down the country, and what I have
You
found...
are delusional, pal. You're a corpse that doesn't know that it's dead yet. And you, with your platitudes and your endless double talk and your perfectly coiffured sound bites, you're almost worse than him, because at least we can see what gets him off. But you're just shitting in our mouths and asking us to thank you.
Mr. Clement, please. Mr. Clement, please.
They started it. Yeah. I drink. But then so do all of you who are voting out there, and I know that you believe that I don't lie, unlike Mr. McNair here, and I don't hold dark secrets like Mr. Hamilton Mann.
I just think we've all heard enough about graveyards, and the electorate want us focused on getting the job done with the economy and immigration.
Do you? Do you really think that? Or is that just something you desperately want to believe?
Well, gentlemen, I would imagine we'll all find out on election night.
Yes.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Well, somehow we made it to the end of the show, and I think we still have our jobs. Now, we're going to sing you out now, but tonight, Peter Gordon Clement, these are the bits of your life.
It's me.
Yes, it is.
Broken into pieces. Goodbye. All the bits of my life revealed.
That was your cue.
I keep to move on.
To the undiscovered country.
Jesus Christ, he's quoting Shakespeare now. Right, give us that music cue again. Everyone ready?
Is it hot here?
No, I'll do his bit.
Mintrinsa.
Cheeky man.
This woman.
You okay?
Never better, mate. Brilliant.
Right, here we go now.
Break from all the trouble and the strife. He's got just a job. When you need some fun and games to brighten up your life, he's got just a job.
Gossip sucker.
If you need a friendly face,
Or if you're feeling glum,
he'll pop round with a stiff one.
And you'll both have lots of fun.
Toss lane.
Mate, if you don't like it, you can shove it up your phone.
What are you looking at?
Amazing. Classic television. Call me, darling. Three needs a jokester.
I said stop looking at me.
Oh, careful with that now. We're going to need that back.
Looking to advance for answers and finding what we have from inequality to indignity. Advance have fair solutions and the courage to implement them, even if we have to ruffle a few gilded feathers along the way. We're not politicians. We're people from normal backgrounds, people like you. It's time to bring a little normality back to our politics, and perhaps a little integrity. A vote for Advance next month is a vote for a fair share. It's a vote for a more equal society. It's a vote to stop running in circles, getting nowhere. Vote Advance on November the 8th. All right, well, we're not finished yet, but...
He's such a sweetie when he's on your TV. It's such a treat with all the warmth he brings.
A 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been living in a brave new world with my hair all curly and a bird called Shirley. Yeah, mate. I've been living in a Dave New world ever since I got my own DLC. I've been living somewhere fucking hot with all the cash I got from selling games to you lot. I've been living on a fucking yacht ever since I got my own DLC. You can see me every weekend charging up a rave, 'cause a party's not a party if you haven't got a Dave. I'm the jester in the throne room, I'm the joker in the pack. So let's go and have it fucking large, 'cause Dave has got your back. You're all living in a Dave New world, a misbehaved new world, a banging rave new world. Everybody